Hey guys, Reaper the Rage here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome back to another episode of Reaper Rant. And this rant is going to be about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, I'm not going to be taking the side against Infinite Warfare. I'm not going to be taking the side for Infinite Warfare. I'm going to try and mediate, try and be use a little bit of Rogerian strategy like we did in the last time. Kind of oppose the opposition. I'm going to tell you my opinions on this whole. Oh, is it good? Is it not good? You know, this looks stupid. We should go back to old whatever. And I don't want to come off as like the fanboy that is, you know, defending it, and I don't want to be the guy that's hating it either. I'm just going to kind of give my perspective on it and go ahead and let you guys watch the video now. I've already seen it, so this isn't really going to be a trailer reaction. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, shut up for the video, and then you guys can watch the 3 minutes and 24 seconds of it, and then decide for yourselves. So let's go ahead and get going.
Geneva has suffered a massive attack.
Death count continues to rise, and there's no end in sight. This is Top Cat Sovereign. Divert and deploy all available assets immediately. Holy shit. Let's get to the tower! Go, go, go! Fix the house! Multiple hostiles! Biggest surprise attack in the history of the world. How could they not have seen this coming? It's one of our own.
We have no precedent for this. We have no playbook for this. And apparently, we have little time.
Let me make our situation absolutely clear. We are now at war with the Settlement Defense Front. Godspeed, Captains.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative. Let's get in there.
Pre-order the Legacy Edition. Includes Modern Warfare Remastered.
Okay, so okay, I don't know what I clicked there, but let's see. So what did we see? So what can we say about this? What did we see, and why is this not going? There we go. So what did we see in that video? What can we say we saw? Well, we saw obviously space, right? We saw that, and a lot of people are pissed off about that. A lot of people want the old boots on the ground COD, and let me take the quality of the video down real quick because it runs like hell when I try and skip to parts of the video. So if we go to about here, I'm going to show you guys some evidence of it not being boots on the ground technically. So let's play this sequence again.
Holy
Let me turn that down a little bit. Right, so watch the right side. So you saw that guy jump, and then watch the left side. Another guy's gonna go over the other car. See, there he goes. Right over here. Right on the left side. You gotta watch carefully. I mean, I'll back it up just a little bit. See, there he is jumping right on there on the left side. So you can see he's a good 8 feet off the ground at least. So we're gonna have something similar to Black Ops 3 movement. It looks like maybe it's just like some slight thrusters, which I don't find that that bad. It's not like 20 feet in the air like Advanced Warfare, so that's not too bad. And to everybody that says, "Oh, we want boots on the ground," this, that, and the other. Yeah, that's why they just made COD4 Remastered. That's what they made it for. They made it to slate the older generation of COD players that say, oh, we want to go back, and we want to go back, and we want to go back. That's fine, but dude, I'm sorry to say, nostalgia only sells so far. They're selling you on nostalgia. Now, what do we know about what comes with, like, COD4 Remastered and all that? What all entails that? So if we go to the end here, we can see the end screen. So for $79.99, right, we can see Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered contains a... Why is that on there? Go away. How do I make it go away? So yeah, if you look down at the bottom, you can see, you know, Call of Duty 4 Remastered contains only 10 multiplayer maps from the original, which I've heard that... I didn't really play Modern Warfare online, so I wouldn't know. So I wouldn't really know. I played MW2 and MW3, but I did not play the original Modern Warfare online too much. So, yeah, I've heard reports that it's supposed to have 16 maps. Actually, let's Google that real quick. Let's Google that real quick and see. Call of Duty Modern Warfare map count. See how many maps were in Call of Duty. Actually, no. How about Modern Warfare amount of maps. Or number of maps, or see if we can find some actual numbers on this. So here, if we go to like one of the wikis, okay, so apparently these are some of the maps from Modern Warfare. So we've got Ambush, Backlot, Strike, Crossfire, District, Showdown, Downpour, and Block. So yeah, I remember some of these maps. I do remember some of these maps, but if you look down here, they have a couple pictures up here. But they have a few more down here. So we got Ambush, Backlot, Block, Bog, Broadcast, Chinatown, Countdown, Crash Creek, Crossfire. So they got a bunch of maps, basically. And that's one thing that I can already say I'm irritated about, because if you're remastering the game, like, let's see here, $79.99. So what's the usual for COD? $60, right? So we're looking at $59.99 for the regular edition. Then the Legacy Edition, which is what this is, will include Modern Warfare Remastered with only 10 multiplayer maps. Which I'm calling it now, they're probably going to try to sell you on COD 4 Remastered DLC maps. And if you buy that, I have lost all respect for you, and you do not have any intelligence inside your thick skull. Okay? They are selling you on something that they already sold you on. Right? Years ago. They said, give us $60, we will give you this thing called Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? We're going to take it, we're going to go from World War II, we're going to go into the future, and we're going to go into modern times, and here it is, for $60. Oh, and then you want the season pass, right? $50 more. Oh, you just want a few of the maps? 15 a piece. Okay? That's pretty much a nickel, that's close to nickel and diming, but you get decent amount of content. So if you break it down, $15 per map pack, you got 4 maps, right, per pack usually, so... Well, actually, I don't know what it was for Modern Warfare, but I know that every time I've done it, you get 4 maps per pack. So if you're talking $15, that works out to close to $4 per pack, which for $4 per map, which honestly, in my opinion, doesn't seem like that much. But I mean, people are gonna buy it anyway, right? People will still buy it. Now, for Infinite Warfare, I could see maybe buying map packs for that. I'm gonna do that. I've been doing that since Black Ops 2. I've been buying map packs. I've been buying the season pass to get map packs and everything. And I have no problem with that. I don't see any problem with buying the original $60 game and then the $50 season pass, because why? Well, I probably would buy the map packs in general. So if you're gonna buy all the map packs, if you're gonna buy 1 or 2, you might as well buy them all, right? And if you give then $110 to the game, you don't need microtransactions, but that's a video for another time. I think I actually did a video on that, about Black Ops 3's micro DLC. But back to this. So for $80, you get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So if we subtract Infinite Warfare's original price, right, $60, so they're selling you for $19.99 Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, let's see when. COD Modern Warfare release date. So let's see, when was Call of Duty Modern Warfare released? Call of Duty Modern Warfare appears to have been released in January of 2000. Yeah, okay, so it was the top selling game worldwide for 2007. Let's see, do we have any other corroborating stories here? These are all about Infinite Warfare, basically. These are all talking about what the new game is going to be. But yeah, so this is the closest thing we got. So it was about 2007, because I remember MW3 was, I believe MW3 was 2010 or 2011. But yeah, so basically it's a game that's at least 6 years old. Or no, not even. Wow. Oh, I just forgot what year we're in. We're in 2016. So that means this game is almost 10 years old. Or it's like almost 10 years to the day, right? It's getting there. It's like 9 years. Minimum 8. Let's say minimum 8 years since Call of Duty Modern Warfare has been out. And they're still selling you that for a third of the price. Well, it's remastered and they're giving you 10 maps. I'm sorry, but if you want to sell me a game that should be free, I'm sorry, it should be, because it's an old game, nobody's buying it, right? I get it, you gotta make some profit somewhere. But you're making $60 on the base game, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered cannot be bought separately. I think that's kind of wrong. I think Modern Warfare Remastered should not be bundled with Infinite Warfare, because as some of the comment sections on here, I'm not going to show them because I can't stand those kinds of comments. But they say, oh, I don't even want Infinite Warfare, I'm just buying it for Modern Warfare Remastered. Okay, listen to the community on this one, guys. Activision, Infinity Ward, right? Just give them COD4 Remastered separately for $20, and then just give us Infinite Warfare for $60. That's all we want, right? You know, or package them together. I know I'm not going to buy the Legacy Edition because that's a waste of $20, because all you're getting is the exact same thing. You're getting Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Oh, but it's going to be on next-gen graphics. It's going to look amazing. Really? That's your criteria for a game. There will be no new content, there will be no new maps, and if there are new maps, you will have to pay for them. Because it's new content. Any new content you will have to pay for. Now, I don't know if Activision and Infinity Ward are going to be releasing some kind of thing like, hey, we're going to have free DLC maps once we finish rendering them and getting them remastered to work, right? Fair enough. And if they do that, thumbs up to you guys. Great job. I love it. That's great. I would love for you guys to come out with free DLC maps for, you know, Modern Warfare. Even new ones, right? Different ones that people don't even, or take maps from MW3 and put them in Modern Warfare, or maps from Black Ops 2 and put them in Modern Warfare. Like, transition the maps a little bit. Kind of like Call of Duty Online does it, to where they kind of mix and match with guns from different CODs and maps from different CODs. So, yeah. But I really don't like the idea of this being bundled with Infinite Warfare, because now it makes Infinite Warfare look bad. Now it's making people think, oh, Infinite Warfare is just all about space. We're done with that. We're not doing that. I'm just going to get it and only play Modern Warfare. I've seen, I can't tell you how many people I've seen telling me, saying that. They've actually said, I'm only buying Infinite Warfare for Modern Warfare Remastered. Is that your criteria for, is that your justification of spending $80? Like, really? And what are you going to do? Then take Infinite Warfare back and sell it back to them? Oh, and we might add in here that down the bottom it says Call of Duty, I can't put my mouse in there because it'll block it out, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. Modern Warfare Remastered is a full game download. So, the $20 you're paying for, you're not even getting a hard disk copy, which I understand, right? It's expensive to print those things. So they're going to make the game digital. They're going to make the game digital, and then sell you the access code to it. Which tells me, if they wanted to, they could just give COD4 Remastered to everyone for free. Why? Because that's how the internet works. That's how electronics work. It's the equivalent of electronic currency. That currency don't exist, buddy. Alright? That currency has never, will never, and it has never, will never, and does not exist. Okay? It's just like game files and whatnot, basically, right? Game files. So, basically, if I wanted to, I could take, if I had access to the final copy of Infinite Warfare, if I posted that online for free, right, people could download that and play it, right? I mean, we see this with free-to-play games. We see this with Dota 2 and League of Legends, right? These are free to play. You don't even have to have access. League of Legends, you have to actually log in, and Dota 2, you have to have a Steam account. but you really don't have to be authorized to play it. There's no code needed, right? You don't have to pay for it at all. Then again, yeah, that's a whole different conversation. It really doesn't come into this. But what my point is that why not just give it to us for free as an apology for what Activision tried to sell us on with Advanced Warfare? As an apology for the micro DLC that you are always going to put in your games. You're going to continue putting in your games. Why? Because you're greedy corporate fucks. Okay? And Infinity Ward, you're not off the hook either. Because you could say no. Now, I don't know if they have some sort of contract that says that makes it to where legally they can't say no, or they will go to jail, right? Which I don't see why there would be that kind of legality in it. But I think that it's a simple case of Activision. You know, corporate says do it. Corporate says jump. Activision or Infinity Ward says how high. Activision says drop down and give me 20, and then Infinity Ward says okay, and then they're just going along with it. Which I'm a big proprietor of people standing up for what they believe in, and if Infinity Ward does not want to ruffle any feathers, does not want to rock the boat on this, I can understand that because, how else are they going to make their game? How else are they going to make their money? I can understand that. I don't fault corporations and I don't fault businesses for trying to make profit. I fault them for the ways they try to make profit, right? There are ways to make profit without hurting people, right? There really are. And one of the ways is to not do this. Now, off of the financial side of it, right? Off the financial side, so the regular game has been confirmed as $60. The Legacy Edition, which gives you Modern Warfare Remastered, will be $80. So they just suckered $80 out of you to pay a game that they sold you for $20, and then you won't even touch the $60 game that they gave you. So good adult mature skills on that one. So let's see what we actually saw in gameplay. Let's see what is around here. See if it loads up. Okay, so we got your typical guys. Like, he seems to have some kind of little thruster on his back, so might be a little bit of movement. So this is cool. I like this. The hover pad, the hovering battleship, basically. It looks really cool. And can we just watch that crash in the spire again? Look at that, just crashing in a tower. And I have to say, this is yeah, this is really kind of close to where our technology could be in the next, century, 2 centuries from now. Our technology could be at this point. So I'm not sure what year this actually takes place. They don't really say. But if we're on another planet, I would assume that we have colonization ability, which would mean that we would be, like, so far into the future that we can actually colonize other planets, and we can go to other planets. I mean, look at this. This is cool. This is my favorite part of the trailer right here. This is just great. Watch this. And 90 degrees straight up into the thermosphere, and they're in space. I love it. Just break orbit. There's all the stars. Oh, it's so cool. That is really cool. Yeah, look at this nuke that goes off in space. I don't know what that was, but that was cool as shit to watch explode. Look at this. Boom. Did you see that? Yeah, let's rewind that again. That's a cool scene. Boom. I love that. He's kind of like, he's got the wings out, and then he folds them in to get all aerodynamic, which is really cool. But yeah, I am psyched for this game. It really does look good. I want to go ahead and kind of bridge the gap between people hating Infinite Warfare and loving COD Remastered. Okay, so, like I just ranted, they're selling you on nostalgia, guys. You have to realize that. They are selling you on nostalgia. They're selling you on the good old COD that you remember. They're literally taking... They're basically selling... It's the equivalent of selling somebody a good apple, selling somebody a bad apple, and then offering to sell the person a bad apple and a good apple, but you can only get the good apple if you pay for the bad apple. Right? I'm not saying Infinite Warfare is bad, but that, I think, is actually some logic behind it, is that, oh, people really liked the good apple, right, which would be COD4, so... if we make this bad apple or this other apple that's just as good, but people, don't view it like that. So if the COD community views it as bad apple paired with a good apple, it's like, well, I'll buy the bad apple just to get the good apple. And I won't even, touch the bad apple, right? And I'm not saying Infinite Warfare is a bad apple. It looks really interesting. It looks fun, and it looks great. I mean, there's a part in here. Where is it? Where he actually grabs somebody and like rips their fucking face off. It, like rips their oxygen mask off. Where was that? This is cool. This is, if you look right here, we got this giant APC and we got this giant mech. This is clunky. This is more realistic as to what kind of robots we would have in the future. Not really sleek or sheen or anything really nice looking. It would be a brute. If it's made for military, it's going to be a brute like this. I mean, it just throws the fucking thing. All right, here it is. I mean, look at that. He just grapples him. I mean, look at that. That'd be great. Throws the APC, and then here comes the guy. He just rips his fucking neck. Like, he doesn't even have to snap his neck. All he can do is rip the oxygen mask off. The guy can't breathe. I love it. I love it. I'm excited. It looks great. So we got some artificial gravity, obviously. So they're on the ship. There's obviously artificial gravity of some kind. Then, of course, we have no gravity at all because this section of the ship is blown in half. So yeah, there's another clunky robot here. Transport ship. And I'm assuming this is like a memorial. And then this shot is beautiful. Hold on, let me back that up. That shot is beautiful. Look at that. That is Saturn. Or is it Jupiter? I can't. Oh, what moon has Titan? Because I'm thinking, because this moon, or not what moon, what planet has Titan? The moon Titan is, I believe, around Jupiter. Oh, we're gonna Google this so I don't look like a moron. But let me go ahead and check this. So, Titan. Just type Titan. Titan moon. Okay, it is of Saturn. I was mistaken. So it is of Saturn. Right. So this would be Saturn in the background then, because this is the moon of Titan, or this is another one of its moons that orbits it. You can see some of the stars through the clouds cover here. You can see the sun coming up over the ridge here. This looks phenomenal. I hope this isn't just cutscene. I really do. I hope this isn't just cutscene rendering, and I hope this isn't just pretty. So let's get on to let's play. I mean, look at that. That is so cool looking. The dust particles looked a little iffy there for a minute. So let's see COD4 Remastered though. See how good it looks. All right, so that is COD4 Remastered right here. Let me make sure I have this in 1080p so it is like as beautiful as YouTube can make it look. Right, this is as good as it's gonna get in this screenshot. So let's Google images for Captain Price Modern Warfare. So see if we can find an original Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare pick. Okay, so this would be the original pick of him in Modern Warfare, right? Okay, so let's see if we can get a closer image. That's not working. So let's see. I'm just trying to find like a decent matchup for that image. All right, so this is basically it. So yeah, this is basically going to be the image right here. So if we look, it's kind of blocky, a little sharp around the edges, a little janky. The rain particle doesn't look that good. I mean, the textures in general don't look that good, but if we look back over here, wow, it looks impressive, doesn't it? And I mean, this is the equivalent of Marvel putting in those 30 second to a minute or actually no, I think it's like exactly 30 seconds they do it in the end of their movies for the next movie, right? They just tease the next movie like, oh, by the way, this might be a thing, you know, to try and get their fans amped. Which I'm not faulting them for. I mean, this game does look pretty nice. I have to hand it to the team that did the texturing and the remastering because it looks pretty good. Except one part coming up that I kind of question right here. So this don't look so good, I have to say. This looks a little janky. The textures here are a little bit questionable. I mean, maybe that's just part of the process of taking the old engine and putting in, you know, new things, or I don't know if they're running on, say, the same engine, like Infite Warfare and the Modern Warfare Remastered are running on the same engine. But yeah, so that's pretty much how I feel about it. I feel like you shouldn't be buying Infite Warfare just to get your hands on Modern Warfare Remastered, because, you know, and ignore Infite Warfare. If you want to buy it, I mean, again, this is, if anybody watched my Black Ops 3 micro DLC, you know, video that I made, like I said, at the end of the day, it's your money, but you are kind of part of the problem because you buy into the stupid shit. You buy into they're selling you old goods, basically. They are pretty much just selling you, I mean, they're just selling you something that they already sold you on. They're taking your good memories and they're profiting from them, right? And, you know, honestly, I didn't have that great of a memory on Modern Warfare. Why? Because it was before my time. So when I got around to playing Modern Warfare, because I played them in sequence, right? So when I got up to Modern Warfare, I could barely even play online because there were so many people glitching out of the map. There were so many people hacking. Same thing with Modern Warfare 2. It was a little better, but same thing. And then Modern Warfare 3 was really the only Modern Warfare I even got on, and even then there were invisible people running around the map that you couldn't even kill. So yeah, this idea that, oh, I'm gonna buy Infinite Warfare just for Modern Warfare Remastered. Okay, that's fine, but please play both games. Don't waste your money. Don't squander your money like that. That's not a good idea. I mean, you know, if I had the kind of money to be able to just drop, you know, $80 on this to play one game, I mean, I'm sorry, I wouldn't be dropping $80 on this to begin with, right? I'm not paying for two games, or actually, I'm not paying for a game and paying for a third of a game. Like, $60 for fuck's sake for a game, right? That's already pricey, and then you're gonna tack $20 on just to get it Call of Duty, you know, Modern Warfare Remastered. And I hate to say it, but I gotta call them on their bullshit here. I bet they probably thought of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered after the backlash of Advanced Warfare. They probably went, oh shit. Okay, guys, I need you guys. Corporate probably shit themselves and went, oh, they don't like the boosting. They don't like the jumping. What can we do? What can we do? Phil, do you got any ideas? Oh, remastered Modern Warfare. That's genius! And then that's pretty much where it went from. And they worked on it on the weekends. They worked on it. They probably put in like barely any hours on that. They probably put more time into in Infinite Warfare than they did on Modern Warfare Remastered. Why? Because it's a reskinning of the game. All they did was the game was upscale the graphics. It ain't that hard to upscale graphics. Now, I am not in the business of making games. I'm not in the business of editing games. I'm in the business of modding games or anything like that, so I don't know the actual physicality behind it. But I would guess that it ain't that hard. Seems how there's a lot of people on, say, GTA 5 that have modded the shit out of the game and done it rather well. So if some modder guy that, you know, can just come up with some ramp or some skin or some, I mean, the Hulkbuster mod, the Hulkbuster mod, the Hulk mod I've seen on GTA 5 videos. If one guy can come up with that, I mean, an entire team working on Infinite Warfare, if they all spent, like, you know, a little bit of overtime for 1 month on it, they could probably take Modern Warfare and make it remastered in no time. I mean, I would like to see new content added, right? They can't screw with the story because it's canon, right? You screw with the story, you start screwing with the timelines and the story of the other games, which they might be selling us later. If this goes well enough, they'll probably say, hey, that works so well, let's just keep selling them old games alongside the new games and squeeze an extra $20 out of them, right? And that's what they're going to do. I'm calling it now, is if this goes well enough, if they poll and they find out that people bought Infinite Warfare just for Modern Warfare Remastered, they're probably going to put more time into that. But, I mean, it's the same game, guys. That's all I want you to be cautious about. I just want you guys to be cautious about how you're spending your money. Infinite Warfare, you're getting new campaign, new multiplayer, right? And, you know, new guns, potentially new movement, right? Potentially, like, zero-G environments. That would be pretty damn cool. That would be $60 worth of content, I think. Like a grapple mode from Advanced Warfare to move around the map, mixed with zero-G intervals, like every minute or 2 minutes in the match, the gravity like turns off, so you gotta switch to using your grapple to move around the map and, you know, fling around corners. That would be pretty cool. But with Modern Warfare, it's the same guns, the same maps, the same story. It just looks prettier. That's literally all they did to it to make it supposedly worth $20 when it's probably worth $5. That's my honest opinion on it. But yeah, this video I can't wait to see the comments on this video if anybody actually watched it. But yeah, go ahead and leave it in the comments below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Get the discussion going in the comments below. Please don't be hateful though. Please be mindful. Don't be like an asshole to anybody. Don't say, oh, well, you're just an idiot. That's not constructive. Let's have a debate down there, a discussion. Let's not have an argument, okay? Let's not have this degenerate into a schoolyard, you know, you stink. That's childish, and let's not do that, guys. But, I want to know your guys' thoughts. Do comment below, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams, and I will see you guys in the next video. Reaper the Rager, signing off.